Hello everybody, so I'm back using my channel as therapy again for some censorship that I'm encountering. So hope you're well, but also just a quick note for the lick spittles with the attention span of a goldfish. Here's a guy who, is making videos with flat earth in the title. That does not mean he's making a claim to know the full dimensions of the earth. So I'm not making that claim. So you want to run around lying, pretending that I do, misrepresenting me, lying about me. You carry on and do that. That only reflects on you and your weakness. Anyway, here's an example of what's been going on. So, TS is just a video about Boris, the Alexander, the clown here, lying little urchin. Anyone that doesn't realise they've been had has something seriously wrong with them. Words to that effect. So I come back with, mate, well, people believe oceans bend. They're going to believe whatever they're told. And I do like my own comments, so put that in your pipe and smoke it. So, of course, James Sanderson, the great globe intellect, returns with idiot laughing emoji. Great, wonderful, that's extremely intelligent there, James. Anyway, as I go on, this guy, Liberty chap here, he's coming with a comment, why would it matter if the earth was flat anyway? Like, what's the point? Now, this is a very usual question, standard question that people ask. Quite a lot of the time, people use it as a psychic defense, an argument from incredulity. You need to give them a compelling enough argument to suggest that this could be the motive, and therefore then they'll start the investigation. Totally absurd and the wrong way around altogether. But nonetheless, I try responding to this Liberty chap. So let's try and add this comment. In fact, let's have a look, because I've tried to add it. I tried to add it 17 hours ago. So basically, I've said here, knowing where you are is only the psychological and emotional foundation for your existence. Without knowing where you truly are, all your ideas about who you are, what life's about, and what this place is are simply delusions. If you think you live on the exterior of a delicate potato rock, there's nowhere off. Everything has been discovered. There's nothing left to explore. So this must be where you're meant to be then. So stay still. Leave it to the special people with special access and special equipment to tell you through the TV. Human beings are curious. If you want to keep them contained and within a certain area, you have to convince them there's nowhere to go. That's where the globe comes in, as a psychological control mechanism to subtly subdue your natural proclivity to explore. First things first though, motive is secondary to investigation. Full exploration with or without full disclosure is required to establish a true understanding of what we are a part of here. That takes true individual strength to go against the herd and what is expected of you. When enough sincere individuals have the will to explore, the equipment is ready. And is this one okay, censors? So I'm getting a bit facetious. Obviously, I go back and check. That's not been added, that comment, so I'll try and write another one. I wrote 3 paragraphs in a reply to you. Sincerely, no abuse, no threats, no swearing. The censors have seen to it that I can't say what I want to. Apologies for the actions of the weak that don't want you to read my response, because they don't trust you, Liberty chap. They don't trust you, having a brain and working it out for yourself. So, he comes back replying to somebody else, Oscar Cat, made a good comment above as well. I still think it's a globe, but I will respect your opinion. So he's given a sign there that, he's acting in good faith, and he's got his point of view. He's telling you he won't be swayed. Fair enough, you shouldn't be swayed by a stranger using words in a YouTube comment section. You should be swayed by your own, stumbling on your own discernment and deciding to stand on your own 2 feet and noticing, the attacks that come and how fucking pathetically weak they are. Like this one here with just removing these comments. So, I've responded here thinking he was talking to me. He was actually on about Oscar Cat. So I realise that, mate, I'm only interested in a reasonable discussion. I can't get out of my head what these censors want. It's my best effort, a short reply, giving you my contemplations and reasoning. I'm not trying to sell anything, no bias. The dishonest are seen to it that you shouldn't read it. It's just weak. Anyway, let's go and have a look at proofs in the pudding and go and see that this comment doesn't exist. The one where I'm saying that, without knowing where you truly are, all of your ideas of who you are, what you're a part of, they're just delusions, and that's all they are. And the intellectually honest people amongst us will admit to this, but the people who really struggle with their cult delusions, their cult bias, have a real difficulty with that, And, while I'm scrolling through here showing you how much of a pain it is to have to go through all of, to have to go through all this checking to see if, your comment's been allowed or not. It's designed to demoralise you, designed to hold you back and make you give up. But for people like me, it just makes me more determined, because I can see how snivelling and pathetic these underhand, sneaky, weak tactics are. I'm just a guy writing off my own back and responding to somebody else writing off their own back, it looks like, and you've got to interfere with that. These mummy daddy figures, these censors have to interfere and stop other people from being able to read and access the information. Now that's control, and that's not somebody who's got your best interests at heart. That is a predator right there, and they have to hide as well behind, anonymity as well, because of course what they're doing is wrong and they know that, but they can't face it and take accountability for it. So that's why it happens that way. But yeah, hopefully you give up and then you'll just stop, and they won't have so many comments to be deleting. So I don't know, what do you think's wrong with that? All these people who could be in my comment section saying that's an auto bot, that's deleting your comment. What do you think's wrong with it? Is it, I can't see what the problem is, other than, oh, that comment makes sense in that context. That comment might have an impact. Delete. And I see it as being a human being's decision, not the decision of a machine. Anyway, look at the state of this. Just scrolling through. I've probably gone past it now, haven't I? Like an idiot. Here it is. TS. Lying little urchin. Anyone that doesn't realise they've been had has something wrong with them. 9 comments, as you can see in here. So my comment in there about oceans bending. Oscar Cat's good comment here, where he's pointing out, people believe we came from apes. All life is an accident of science. I'd argue that. What do we mean by science? We are spinning on a rock, rushing through space at lightning speed. I mean, that's the narrative. That's the crazy narrative that we're being fed. So why would it matter if the Earth's flat? It's not there. Sorry, Liberty chap. I can't respond to you because the weak cretins have seen to it that you shouldn't be allowed to read the words I'm writing. Wow. So keep an eye out for this weakness, people, and all the very best. Take care.